Hello and welcome to Reconfidence channel where we discuss everything confidence. My name is Paps Wanyugi, your partner in creating the life you desire and deserve. I'm a life coach, I'm a psychologist, and I'm a mentor. And today I want us to have a conversation on emotional wholeness. How can we be confident concerning our emotional well-being? You know, the depression rates and going very high in our nation, and so many things in terms of emotional overwhelms. We are at different levels, every now and then, and it's important to have this conversation so that we just understand, first of all, where do our emotional toxins come from. As we think about emotional detox, it's just the same process of detox. Like the detox, we take the smoothies, we stop taking some things so that our systems can clear up. And that is the same process we need to take our emotions through, so that our emotions are also coming back to a place of vibrancy and wholeness. And it's important that we are actually concerned to be able to know what are the level of toxins in my life. Yeah, because sometimes they just leak out. You're unreasonable, you're difficult. Sometimes I'm just going through the highs and lows of emotional overwhelms. And it's important for me to pause and ask myself, so what is happening? What can I do so that I can come back to emotional wholeness? And emotional detox is this process of now coming to unpack. In terms of even asking myself, how long have I been keeping these toxins in my system? Was it in childhood? That those toxins started piling up. Was it in teenagehood? Was it in adulthood? And it's important to know the age of the toxins matters. And as we continue unpacking this conversation of emotional detox, I actually want to share a story about an ox. An ox before it became, a bull before it became an ox. One day every ox that is busy plowing the land was actually a bull. It was unreasonable, it didn't want boundaries, and it was eating for free, mating for free, just having a free life. And then one day a yoke was placed on it. In this analogy, I would actually recommend that you refer to Matthew 11:28 to 30. Matthew 11 verse 28 to 30. The conversation about my yoke is easy, my burden is light. Come to me, you are heavy laden and laboring, and I'll give you rest. And it's important for us to just think about the ox and the bull. It's the story about the bull which became the ox. And the process of breaking that bull was painful and uncomfortable. There was a yoke on it. It was very unhappy. It kept on throwing it off. It was wondering, what happened to my good life? And with time, it started just giving in, realizing this yoke is not going anywhere. And it started just subduing itself. And then with time, all its efforts were channeled towards the master's business. And why am I sharing this story? It's because we need to understand that all of us, concerning our emotional toxins, they are either built by being proactive or passive. Those are the two sources of emotional toxins: proactivity or passivity. And when you think about it, it's about, am I taking charge or surrendering? Because the toxins that have been built up through the life of wanting to be in charge and wanting to be in control, they'll probably be healed by surrendering. That is the process of detox on that. And then this other process of someone who is not taking charge, they are passive, they're not doing anything, they're not standing up for themselves. Actually, their healing process will be to take charge of their lives, to be able to come back and to be in charge. And so those are the two places. And even thinking about ourselves growing up, children who grow up without boundaries, they never learn to take no's. They always had their way around life. Just like that bull that I was having a conversation about, they get wounds from that. Because the world is not an ideal place. Not everything will work the way I want. And then one day I'm a wounded person with frustrations on unmet expectations. And it's because all this time I was thinking it is my way. It has to be on my terms, and life has to happen that way. And when you think about now that, it means that those are wounds of proactiveness. Why? Because when you think about the emotional detox process, it's understanding how the toxins got in. Did they get in because I was taking what I should not take in? Or did they also come in because I did not take what I was supposed to take, in a way that I'm depriving my body of something? And that is now the passivity part. And then the proactive part is where I am taking what I should not be taking. And I think that is where most of us fall in. And so the process of emotional detox, it is actually the process of understanding how the toxins came in. Are there things that I'm doing that I need to stop doing so that I can come back to wellness? And of course, the other person who is not doing, are there things I need to start doing so that I can come back to wholeness? And everybody needs to reflect on this, including myself, being a proactive person, that with time I've learned to surrender and to just let go of some things, and to learn to now come to a place where I'm willing to wait, I'm willing to surrender. I don't have to fix everything in my life, because sometimes that is the source of further wounds. And so when you think about emotional detox, please consider these two things. Am I suffering from proactivity wounds, or am I suffering from passivity wounds? Because once you understand that in your journey of wholeness, you actually know what you need to do. Thank you for tuning in. I hope the conversation was helpful, and I'm looking forward to keep on interacting with you on my channel. My name is Paps Wanyugi, your partner in creating the life you desire and deserve. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and follow us even on socials so that I can keep on interacting. Ciao.